There's a dumb thing that a lot of paramotor pilots keep doing that I'm going to talk about in today's video. If you guys have been following along, you know I recently went to the Salton Sea Fly-In as well as the Arizona Flying Circus, and there was this trend that I started to pick up on that was pretty dangerous, and that is doing acro right after you take off. Look, we get it. You want to do the yank, you want to do the crank, you want to do the spank, you want to do the bank. It's fun, it's an adrenaline rush, it's all of the things that you want, but it is absolutely not the time to do it right off launch. When you first take off, there are two things that you want to do. Number one, you want to make sure that your reserve hasn't been deployed. So when I take off, I climb out straight, nice, smooth, calm, no turns, no yank, no spank. I reach down and I gently touch my reserve container to make sure that it hasn't deployed. Number two is I look up and I check my lines. The reason that I check my lines is to make sure I don't have any bushes, weeds, tangles, stress tangles in my lines. Basically, I want to make sure that everything is perfectly operational. Nothing is off, nothing is wrong. Now, the reason that I talk about this is because if you take off and you start to do this low acro and for some reason a bush or a stress tangle caught some lines up on one of your sides, you could have a side that is flying at half capacity. You could have a side that is very near stall point and you don't notice, you go to pull that brake, you go to do your normal thing, and boom, it stalls, it collapses, whatever, you come crashing down out of the sky. It's just an unnecessary risk. Take off, climb out straight, do your checks, then proceed with how you're flying. And here's the thing, you could take off and do acro right off launch 1,000 times and never have a problem. But it is just that one time. It is just the one time that you have a stress tangle and don't realize it. You yank, crank, spank, spin half your wing, dive into the ground face first, that you wish you hadn't done the low acro right off launch. Just take those extra 5-10 seconds to do a check. Take those extra 5-10 seconds to look up at your lines. Figure out if it's flying right. Figure out if everything is good. Then proceed with flying. I find this to be one of those little things that if you do every single time and you create that habit, that it only takes you a couple of seconds and it could save you from a serious crash. If you guys like this video, my name is Trevor Steele. Please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you're interested in learning how to fly, we do have beginner training classes and advanced training classes coming up this spring. Check the link in the description below for additional information, and I will see you in the next video.